Hey guys, what's going on? Third Street Reactions here. We're back. I'm Shane.
Zach.
We're back with Star Wars: The Clone Wars. We're watching chronological order, and we were on episode... Last episode, we were dealing with the clones, Order 66, the chip, and it's kind of some big stuff. You asked a question about, I think, Cyphidius maybe, or maybe I posed it on you.
No, I think I was asking. I think I brought it up to some degree because I always wanted to know or have it addressed and what really happened to him.
It's a hell of a name.
Because there was a comic in the old EU where it showed Dooku and he had his body in storage. They used it like some little cryo chamber.
Oh, Cyphidius? I didn't know that.
And I remember that, but so I've just always assumed, okay, well, he used him and then he killed him. I was just curious if they're actually readdressed that in the new canon. You know what I mean?
We'll get to explore this a little bit. I think the Bad Batch does it possibly. It extends on it a little more in also a really cool way. You know, you don't just want your good guys to flip a switch and they all turn bad. Like, it solves the problem of all of them being that loyal. You know what I mean? But it takes away the humanity out of it a little bit.
Yeah.
Like when you watch this and watch Bad Batch, I think it'll actually give you a pretty good answer. I think there's a little bit of both, in my opinion. So I think we got another episode about that. So we're going to jump in. Guys, before we do, if you want to check out the full length uncut reaction, check us out on Patreon. You can also check out our merch. We have our Ahsoka shirt. This will air after Ahsoka's over. But you know what? Go back and watch those reactions because they're really good. I mean, I haven't seen the last 3 episodes yet, but I imagine they're good.
We can assume.
We can assume they're good. Lars Mikkelson's going to be in it. He loves Thrawn. I love what I know about Thrawn, so yeah. They just got to not mess it up.
There you go.
All right, we're going to jump in.
When in doubt, go to the source.
That's really good, yeah.
Solid.
Yeah.
Supreme Chancellor Palpatine wants the tumor and all of the intel gathered sent to the Grand Republic Medical Facility on Coruscant.
So then I'll be going to Coruscant as well.
You were not part of the Chancellor's request.
I'm sorry, Fives, but this is a matter best left to the medical professionals. There is still so much we do not know.
It's like a hairy ball.
Clone had not taken matters into his own hands.
Listen, I was trying to save my friend. What do you care? You were gonna kill him anyway, and dissect him too. He's a soldier. He deserves better.
Stand down, Fives. I want this specimen and all the data prepared for transit to the Jedi Temple.
The Chancellor said the tumor and data was to be sent directly to the medical facility on Coruscant. I protest. I must personally deliver the tumor to the Chancellor as ordered.
You can protest all you want. My word is final. You have one more physical to pass. If you are cleared, you will be sent back to the 501st.
Fucking have his ass killed.
They're freaky, man. Like, when they're not being good, they're freaky.
Switch the cases.
Oh, what? Well, that's not good.
Conniving.
I mean, it has to happen.
Scheming
I mean,
little
it obviously has to happen a certain way. But...
Hello, ARC Trooper Fives. I regret that we were unable to heal your friend. Are you going to be reprogrammed as well?
Going back to the front.
That is not what I heard. I heard your mind was going to be wiped, and that you would be reassigned here and placed on sanitation detail. We can still be friends. Assuming we both remember each other after our memories have been erased.
God, if that thing fell, how would it even get up?
He'd be a badass compared to these guys.
Yeah.
He's cool.
I cannot believe what you did.
I am not getting my mind erased, and neither are you.
You gotta slit his throat now.
Why are we here?
I knew it. She's trying to hide something.
Oh, the tumor? So we are going to continue our research.
Yeah, the research. That's it. Now come on!
Whoa!
I'm sorry, sir. All ships are locked down during the emergency.
Oh, what about that one?
Hit him so hard he knocked him out.
Yeah, in the body shot, too.
Yeah.
How far that ship could get.
I want him brought in alive. Have that ship tracked.
Yes, ma'am. Autopilot engaged. Navigation and orbit set.
Wait, what are you doing? I thought we were escaping.
This is a diversion. I need them to chase this pod while we go back and investigate the cause of Tup's death.
Dude, screw that. I would have gotten out water. He's like a million miles away now.
I can get us there much faster.
Yeah, dude, pick me up.
Fucking Transformer.
You're just full of surprises, aren't you?
A thank you would have been nice.
Okay, that's a hell of a lot better.
Lord Tyrannus, you summoned me.
Prime Minister Lamassu tells me there has been a complication. What has happened to the inhibitor chip?
It was stolen by a renegade clone.
This behavior is unsettling. First the malfunctioning clone, and now a renegade.
The malfunction to the inhibitor chip is an aberration.
And how do you explain the renegade?
I'm afraid the Jedi have inspired creative thinking in some of the clones. That is the cause of this type of divergent behavior.
Will this interfere with Protocol 66?
No, I am certain of that.
The true nature of the inhibitor chip must not be discovered by the Jedi.
Yes, Lord Tyrannus.
Look at episode 5.
What? Oh,
Once we're inside, I need you to get me a change of clothes, AZ.
I think I saw the renegade clone head into the storage room.
Alright, let's check it out.
If you went and got reinforcements.
Yeah, like he should.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. The punches are really selling in this episode, aren't they?
We need to get the tumor analyzed.
Follow me.
To be fair, you can fucking wear any outfit.
I know. Well, the tattoos, though, he can't have his
Oh,
face exposed, so he has to have a
I
helmet.
forgot about that.
This is the Genetic Records Hall. It contains data on the original DNA of every being we have ever cloned. We will compare the tumor's DNA versus that of Jango Fett, the original donor. If any tumor like this has been noted before, we will find it. Nothing.
What?
The sample doesn't match anything found in the Jango Fett genotype. Furthermore, it is not even
Can't see it that well because the window now in the back, but it shows it in his armor.
Oh, cool.
Someone implanted it there.
Yeah. Oh.
Someone did this to Tup?
Precisely.
There have been no unauthorized ships leaving Kamino, General.
I sense we are looking in the wrong place.
It's crazy how much different she looks in Ahsoka.
Someone is accessing the Jango Fett genotype.
It's them.
Evacuate that room quietly.
Is there another way out of here besides the door we came in?
There are emergency access hatches in every major room in case of flooding.
Good. Let's get moving.
They're flying close.
Damn!
It's no good. They sealed it from the inside.
Station your men at every access point back into the main hallway system.
Yes, ma'am.
She has to be significantly older than Ahsoka, too,
Yeah.
because of how long the tendrils are.
Yeah.
At what stage was it introduced to Clone Tup? And why?
What is this thing? Why would someone put it in Tup?
I believe this is an organic chip built out of cells.
Well, what's it for?
I do not know.
Disgusting.
I need to find out if what was in Tup's head is in mine.
We have already done a scan, and
But it was missed in Tup, and it could have been missed in me too. You have to take it out.
we cannot be 100% sure if the chip is even there.
I know it's there. Look, you got it out of Tup, you can get it out of me.
Tup
He
die.
died after I removed the chip. Maybe it is connected. You may die too.
It's a chance I have to take. I trust you.
All right. I will do it.
No one has ever trusted him.
Yeah. Like, why? Trust his ass and he Tup die. I mean, you can trust him, but not the surgery.
No. Levels of trust.
Yeah, like, I trust you with everything, but I don't trust you with any surgery from me.
Hell no.
I don't want you to trust me with that either.
Hold still. This will not hurt a bit.
You do know what you're doing, right?
Why, yes. I have been programmed to perform over 100.
All right.
3PO. Yeah.
It's coming out. What are they doing out there?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we see him in the Attack of the Clones.
I know.
but
I remember. They're just except their leisurely activity. You want to go on a manta ride?
Yeah.
They must have escaped by now.
Escape was never their intention. Their appearance in the genetics labs proves this. But what are they searching for?
Kamino and like looking at each other. Although only the front two knew about it.
They're really tall, like slow moving, so
Yeah.
like this.
Well, Was it there?
Yes. Identical in structure. It appears that the one I found in your friend had malfunctioned, while yours is perfectly intact. Now that we have removed your chip, we do not know what will happen to you. But when we removed the chip from Tup, I am afraid you may die as well.
I need to know if more clones than just Tup and I have these.
My analysis suggests implantation took place at the earliest stage of development, most likely when you and Tup were only embryos.
Then we have to start there.
I can only assume they're all in everybody then after that. And you know what? He didn't die yet. I think dying's up to
Tup
date.
died pretty fast. Be a cool story though.
Yeah, try to act normal.
Normal?
It's like going back to elementary school for him.
Hello. What's that? Was that normal?
For you, AZ. Yeah.
Yeah.
Suspicious fish eyes.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
We will start with the earliest stage of development.
Not showing his ass crack.
Why are you the way that you are?
Nothing. I will now try a stage 3 embryo. There it is. Based on this data, I can calculate how many in this tree are altered.
I can't believe it. They all have one.
Don't move.
I know what you've done.
What is it that you think I have done?
How do you explain this?
That is a structural inhibitor chip, which is supposed to prevent you from being aggressive, like your source, Jango Fett. Jedi Master Sifo Dyas instructed us to implant them during your growth cycle.
The Jedi had this done to us?
It is not uncommon to have inhibitors placed in a clone.
I have analyzed this one, and apparently it has failed.
Up until this point, there has never been a problem.
Well, you have got a big problem now.
Don't move.
Drop your weapon.
I know what's going on. I have the evidence.
As you can see, the chip taken from Clone Trooper Tup is black and rotting.
Tup's chip malfunctioned, and it drove him insane. These chips have to be removed. Otherwise, the entire Republic army could be compromised.
There is no proof of that. This is an isolated incident. Besides, when you removed Trooper Tup's chip, he died.
Well, that's not gonna happen to the rest of us.
Here is Clone Trooper 5's chip. As you can see, there is no sign of malfunction in either him or the chip.
By removing your chip, you are a threat. Master Jedi, we must terminate this trooper immediately.
I am not a piece of hardware. I'm a living being!
You were created in our laboratories. You are Kaminoan property.
Correction. Technically, he is property of the Republic.
That does not change the fact that he is a danger.
I believe that's for me to decide. Fives, you are coming with me to Coruscant. I think it's time you told your story to the Chancellor.
Master Jedi, then I am going with you.
As you wish, Doctor.
Thank you for believing in me, General.
It is not a matter of belief, Fives. It is simply the right thing to do.
It looks like you got what you wanted.
Thanks to you. I'll see you on the other side.
The other side of what?
These clones are like, why is he laying down? He could walk.
Yeah, why did I push him?
I have to say, I don't know if I saw that this episode. I might not have seen a couple of these.
Yeah, I was a little surprised if you didn't remember them switching the case and everything.
Yeah,
All the...
I mean, there are a few I missed.
Yeah.
I think this is one of them. Maybe at Blind Wave, we were having Rick and Calvin react to it, and me and Eric and Aaron would sub in based on like the filming schedule. And sometimes if it was a big the Mortis trilogy, we'd all want to be in it. You know what I mean? But there's definitely some I missed. I think I missed this. I really liked it.
I did too. I liked a lot of the, like kind of like a political thriller.
Yeah.
Like a spy thriller.
You know what's weird? Like, I don't mean this in a bad way. It felt long. Like, it felt like a nice length. Like, it felt like there was a lot in there.
Yeah, not everything happened, and it wasn't choppy.
Yeah.
It wasn't, I guess, shortchanged.
The idea that they can get their memory erased for convenience, it makes sense that they'd have that in the universe. I mean, we know Bor Gullet could do that.
Yeah.
Or no, what does Bor Gullet do?
Well, he reads your
He
mind.
reads your mind.
And in the process, breaks it down.
Okay.
We got Jango Fett.
Yeah.
Name dropped and a little image of him.
That's
in the
always
armor and
cool.
Shit. It was very cool.
Yeah, he's so important to the legacy of Star Wars.
He is. He went out, but Boba Fett didn't go out glamorously either in the original trilogy, so...
No, he didn't go out glamorously. I mean, I think Jango went out better.
He did.
Got killed by one of the powerful Jedi.
Yeah.
And Boba's out there still kicking ass, and
we know he survived, but at the time we thought he died.
Yeah, even in the EU, a few years later they said he survived.
Yeah,
and I think he legit has one of the coolest backstories. Mm-hmm. The idea that the Jedi inspired a new way of thinking for the clones that was not part of the original calculation.
Creative thinking.
Yeah, creative thinking. You figured they would think of that. God damn it! I just think it's cool that.
Wasn't part of the deal.
To me, I think it just says a lot about how the Jedi treat the clones, with some humanity, not just like droids. And maybe they didn't account for that.
By and large, they do.
Yeah.
Some of them don't view them that way.
In the original, before this show came out, Anakin was the only one who did that.
Yeah. Well, his idea is to make him special.
Yeah, he cared about them. He led from the front. He did stuff that other Jedi didn't do. Now, in this show, I'm glad they changed it. But it's still kind of... That was one thing that was cool about Anakin to me when you read the old books.
And did Obi-Wan ever view them in any particular way? I know with droids, he's it's just a droid.
No, it didn't say whether he did or didn't, but in the Revenge of the Sith movie and in the book, especially in the book, Anakin was trying to save the clones, and in the movie he's like, hey, they're doing their job, don't save them. We gotta do ours. Yeah. And it was kind of a little cold. I always took it, at least. Yeah. But, they're saving the leader of the fucking free world, even though he's a fucking Lord of the Sith. They didn't know. They didn't know it. But, I understand maybe at that point Obi-Wan might have been right. But Anakin wants to save everyone. Yeah. I didn't know the chip was organic. It looks like...
I wondered if it was something that was inside the mesh little sack thing, or what the hell is going on.
Well, I was going to say, if it was, it's convenient that they never did some kind of field surgery where they were like, well, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean?
The guy gets his head blown open.
Yeah. That they would have found it by now, but because it's an organic chip, they wouldn't. Yeah. It just looks like part of the brain,
This piece of the brain? Yeah. I don't know.
And that they implant it during stage 3. Just nice little details. And also, I think that the debate on are they property or do they have autonomy? Mm-hmm. Now, I think you and I think they do have autonomy. Yeah. They should.
I agree.
But I imagine in the Star Wars universe where you still have slavery, and then you have these the Kaminoans. They're like Ford. They're this super powerful
corporate presence.
Yeah, and they created an army that. Because the Republic didn't have a standing army. They could do what the fuck they want. Yeah. So it probably would be hard to tell them no, they're not property. Yeah. Because there's the politics in it, and we also see the politics that play here between Nala Se and her.
Yeah. The Jedi, you mean?
Yeah, the Jedi. What the hell's her name?
The Shock.
Shock T. Yeah. She had 3 or 4 deaths in the old canon.
Oh.
She died in the Revenge of the Sith book. She died in the Revenge of the Sith deleted scene. Grievous stabs her. They filmed that. It's a deleted scene in Revenge of the Sith. He stabs right through her. Yeah. It's actually kind of a cool scene that they cut out because she's a badass Jedi, and he kills her. So they took that out of the movie, of course. Yeah. And she dies in The Force Unleashed, and in a really cool way there too. It's so
it's not really been established how she dies then.
Okay, I think George is no, she's not. I don't know.
But she's not dead.
Well, she's dead now.
Yeah.
There are politics at play. They're both saying no, I'm in charge. No, I'm in charge. This is property of the Republic versus this is property of Kamino.
Well, I think what it basically boiled down to is that Shock T was saying, okay, he's the property of the Republic.
Yeah.
Kamino, and say, hey, no, he's property of Kamino. But the fact that she's a Jedi, she's like, no, my word's final.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can really do or say about it.
Yeah, I mean, so do you, logistically, I think he's property of the Republic, but I think
if they paid them
to
produce the clone, then technically the technology and information regarding how he was cloned would be property of Kamino.
Yeah.
But he himself would be property of the Republic.
Yeah, that's what I think the wiggle room is if Nala Se can make an argument that no, this compromises our patents. And it's going to be a fucking Jurassic World. Everyone's going to start making their own clones.
Yeah.
I loved the first few seasons of Clone Wars. They're definitely young, kiddie-like in some ways, but I couldn't imagine something this sophisticated in the first couple seasons. I think the show wouldn't
be a hard pill for kids to swallow.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't got anything else. I'm glad to be watching some new Clone Wars. This is cool for me. So, did you like it though?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I've been enjoying these kinds of episodes versus just the usual run-of-the-mill Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like, let's go kill some droids. Let's
Kill
fight
some
some
droids.
stormtroopers.
We got to find a way to get in this.
Yeah.
All the odds are against us, but Anakin will bail us out.
Yeah, and we gotta fight some stormtroopers. We gotta, you know, what I mean,
That's why I think. The Bad Batch.
That's why Andor was cool.
Yeah.
I know there's stormtroopers present, but there's a lot more to it in terms of the Rebel side.
Yeah.
And a lot more darker things on the Rebel side.
Rebels pulls back on the light, on the darkness a little bit, but then it gets very gets very good in my opinion. Not in my opinion, I like Clone Wars more, just because I like Anakin, Obi-Wan though, and Ahsoka. But Ahsoka's in Rebels. But I think the Bad Batch for you will feel like this incredibly good sequel series.
Okay.
I won't say too much, but it is a dark, mature written show. Like not every episode is a zinger. Like there's some boring ones, but it's never like needlessly whimsical.
Yeah.
And I don't mean whimsical in a bad way. It's what I mean.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And I don't know anything else. I think that's it. We gotta get you to bed. So.